The University of Rwanda College of Education research team led by Associate Professor Venuste Nsengimana conducted a study titled Enhancing Maths and Science Lesson Planning and Delivery in Rwanda Secondary Schools through adaptive STEMic approaches, financed by Mastercard Foundation through Leaders in a Teaching Initiative program.
The motivation behind was that most of teachers have got a training in teaching mathematics and science in secondary schools. But there was always a problem of challenges to implement the content and the activities they have learned from the training. And when you talk with teachers, there is always a blame or a complaint that the schools don't support them to get the materials and needed to implement what they have studied in trainings.
As highlighted by Associate Professor Venuste Nsengimana, the principal investigator, the study aimed to assess the participation of the school stakeholders in planning, teaching, and learning. It also sought to apply adaptive STEMic approaches to engage stakeholders in planning activities for teaching mathematics and science. The research found that there was little collaboration between teachers, school administration, students, parents, and other stakeholders. The responsibility for planning and delivering lessons was mainly left to the teacher. As a result, the training was designed to involve all stakeholders, promote collaboration, and identify ways to achieve it. This research culminated in a dissemination event at GS Kabgayi A, bringing together key stakeholders including teachers, head teachers, sector education inspectors, students, and parents. In his opening remarks, Professor Venuste Nsengimana, a key player in the study, emphasized the role of collaboration in developing effective strategies to address the challenges in mathematics and science education.
Once we are involving directors, you remember in the leadership, a director is the person who have to lead teaching, lead learning, and manage the school as not your house, but as an organization. Having said that, if we followed the training process, we involved the parents, you involve the students, you involve the teachers and stakeholders in preparing your syllabus, your school activities. Maybe you started thinking of getting products.
One of the outcome was that planning together improves the ways of teaching mathematics and science at my school. That is a report. I forget to put the quotation. It's a report given by one student. I will not tell you the name of the school.
Associate Professor Venuste Nsengimana presented the key findings of the study, emphasizing that while teachers play a crucial role in lesson planning and delivery, the involvement of parents, students, and local authorities remains limited. The study revealed that adaptive planning fosters greater collaboration, optimizes the resource management, and significantly enhances the quality of STEM education. Let's now hear more from him directly in the interview.
Most of teachers have got a training in teaching mathematics and science in secondary schools. But there was always a problem of challenges to implement the content and the activities they have learned from the training. And when you talk with teachers, there is always a blame or a complaint that the schools don't support them to get the materials and other needed supporting materials to implement what they have studied in trainings. So this motivated me to think how can I bring together stakeholders at the school level so that the planning is done together, where teachers, parents, students and school authorities may come together and make a successful plan of the materials they need for the implementation of curriculum, but also for the implementation of the content that teachers have got from the training, and to remove those complaints of teachers saying always that they don't get support from school authorities or other school stakeholders. You have seen that there is a gap where school authorities plan alone, and then when they are done with planning, they call the representative of parents to share with them the planning, and then after they call parents for the general meetings for the approval of the planning. And there was a gap that all stakeholders did not participate in the planning. And here when we talk about the stakeholders, we mean school authorities, head teacher, deputy teacher, bursary for the schools which have them, the secretaries, the teachers, the students, school neighbors, but also other people having a big role in the school development, government, churches, and so on. So that gap was fitted together by bringing together the stakeholders for planning school activities. At the beginning, we selected some schools as we should not cover schools, and when we trained them how to plan together, and after stakeholders from each school, here allow me to mention that we worked in 4 schools: Groupe Scolaire Kyahafi, EPASE Michel in Kigali, Groupe Scolaire Kivuma, and Groupe Scolaire Kabgayi A in Muhanga. So each school bring together stakeholders and make their own plan. So the outcome was that each school had a vision, they have established the values to work together, and they have planned the activities related with teaching in general, and they have special focus on mathematics and science because they are particular compared to other subject content. In science, they need materials, they need reagents, they have to do the practical works, they have to do the field works, which is different from other courses. So all those plans have been put together, and we have seen the improvement. Each school is having a vision now. They have the values guiding them. They have the objectives. They have a plan to put to implement the activities and to make the follow-up, which is really good. And from the testimonies of students and teachers, they are showing that there is a change in this school year. Unfortunately, this is the end of the project. We are not able to make a follow-up about the implementation, but if we get any other support, that will be our focus to see how they are putting in implementation what they have got in the training.
Now let's hear from the head teacher of GS Kyahafi, who has been directly involved in the project and has seen the impact of adaptive planning of the school on the school community.
Before, we have been planning based on the teacher alone, and consequently, there was no participation of parents and students. But
before this training, lesson planning was primarily the teacher's responsibility, with little to no involvement from parents and students. However, through the training organized for stakeholders, including head teachers, parents, teachers, students, and education inspectors, we gained valuable insights. It helped us identify what is needed to improve the teaching of mathematics and science. Now we collaborate with all relevant stakeholders to plan how these subjects are taught. We have observed that involving students in lesson planning significantly improve learning outcomes compared to before. Another important change is that following the training, we have displayed our school's vision, mission, and values prominently around the school. This ensures that everyone who visits can easily see and understand the guiding principles of our institution.